The role of private equity-owned insurers has continued to increase with strong premium growth. Some announced deals driving up the value of assets held by this segment. It's also the subject of a new Best Special report, and we're joined today by its two authors, Associate Director Jason Hopper and Industry Research Analyst Kaitlin Piasecki. And Kaitlin, assets of private equity-owned insurers increased in 2022. What's driving that?
So there were a few key drivers. Specifically, there was strong annuity growth at both Athene and Global Atlantic, and then there was American National Group's acquisition by Brookfield Corporation and Fortitude Re's strategic partnership with the Carlyle Group.
So 2009 was kind of a milestone in the progression of this segment. How have things changed since then?
So given the rise in rates since March of 2022, the pricing environment and credit cycle are quite different than in 2009, which is when Apollo created Athene, and we're likely to see new strategies emerge. So today's model incorporates different variations of ownership of the insurance partner and oversight of the group's investment portfolios. So PE firms with long-term goals like the consistent cash flows and assets that insurance companies can provide.
Jason, how does AM Best view the new entrants that are acquiring life annuity writers?
Sure, John. So AM Best views more favorably companies that have some sort of history in the insurance business, private equity firms that put together a strong team of insurance professionals that can navigate the complex and varying operating and regulatory frameworks of each state. So that is something we look more favorably upon. As Kaitlin mentioned, insurance is a long-term play, so companies need to have that long-term vision and plan. And customer and capital support is also necessary and not something that should be kind of left by the wayside, if you will.
So how have some of these rated entities performed through the prism of AM Best building block assessments?
Sure. So the majority of our private equity-owned rated companies, the majority of them are rated or have assessments of very strong and strongest for the balance sheet. These companies do tend to have larger allocations to private placements, structured securities, NEIC2 bonds, as well as cash and short-term as a liquidity buffer than the industry as a whole. 75% of our private equity-owned insurance companies have an adequate operating performance, and 14% have a favorable business profile. Most of these companies are concentrated in the annuity business, which is highly competitive.
Thanks, Jason. Kaitlin.
Thanks, John.
Thanks, John.
That was Associate Director Jason Hopper and Industry Research Analyst Kaitlin Piasecki. You can find the full report online at ambest.com. For AM Best TV, I'm John Weber.